Is December 14th. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's about 10 to 2. And before I head out to work some gig work to earn some part-time steady income, I'm going to discuss cold storage wallets, crypto again, because I completed something this morning or a little while ago that needed to be done because I continue to listen and educate myself about what's going on with cold storage wallets. I listen to Crypto Dad often, and in one video, he explains why it's so important to plug these in sometimes and to update the firmware, because if you wait too long, you won't be able to update the firmware. You're going to have to buy a new device, whether you want to or not. So, and another thing he discussed that one of his viewers said bothered him, the guy didn't want to buy a new one. Occasionally you have to buy a new one. It's because they couldn't read it on the little one. This is the Nano S. This is the Ledger S. Ledger S, the small one. I have two of these and I have one of these. And these are the original ones I bought when I didn't know what I was doing. However, I moved forward and now I'm moving major money around and I have no regrets. So what I did was, if you watched my other video from the other night, I was stressing. It's exhausting. It really is. I said, before I head out, I don't want to do this when I get home. I wanted to at least finish this Ledger S. Get everything from the Ledger S onto my Decent wallet. One of my Decent wallets. And it was, it was hard because I couldn't read the screen. So what I did was, I took my laptop, I plugged in, I have one of these. I plugged in the cords to the devices, to the computer. I learned that when you are receiving crypto, you don't need Bluetooth connected when you're receiving, but when you're giving, you have to, you have to have this plugged in. So, hello, I'm happy I got somebody on a Saturday afternoon talking about crypto. So what I did was, I want to get used to doing lives again, even though I'm not using StreamYard yet, but I will. What I did was I went into my bathroom, I closed the door, I made sure it was really dark, and I was able to see the screen. And I had the Ledger Live opened. I'm going to show you that too in a moment. I took a screenshot because there's a problem with this. I had the Ledger Live opened on my laptop, so it was dark. Had to be really dark. And these glasses are very magnifying. Out of the few pairs I own, these are the ones that are magnifying. And I saw you have to type in your PIN. I only have Stellar and XRP on this one. Well, I still do have. I'm going to discuss that in a moment. I probably will have to buy another one of these in the future. But right now I don't have to. And I moved, I say 99% of what was on here. Why not all of it? I learned something. I couldn't figure it out. However, this is why this wallet, I will never get rid of it. So, thank you very much. International Paper. You can't hear me? Seeb, can you hear me? What happened to the audio? It's only video, no sound. Can you hear me, Seeb? Or is someone messing with me? Well, Seeb is saying awesome. Can I get a shout out? You must be messing with me. No, it's on. It's on. I'm going to take my chances here. We can't hear you unless you're... oh, gosh. What happened? I can hear. Christopher's World. I can hear. I'm going to stick with it because it don't say thank you. It don't say that it's muted. And I'm going to show you an example of why I think people mess with people, but let's not waste time on that. So what I did was I went into my bathroom. I made sure it was pitch dark and I was able to see the screen because I needed to move the crypto from here to here. That was my choice. Now I'm going to move the phone. I'm going to show you a screenshot on my laptop, and I'm going to show you what I learned, because I couldn't move all my crypto because it's the fluctuation in price is moving so fast. I couldn't get all of it. Thank you, Muhammad. I can hate you always. Oh, I can't hate it. Thank you very much. Here you go. I'm going to show you something. I hope you can see that. I'm going to get closer. I moved XRPs, and last night or the night before, I started moving XLMs. But do you see here? See what's left in the Ledger S wallet addresses? You see that? That's the monetary amount left on the Ledger S device, and then XLM. I hope you can see that. Well, that's stuff to learn. That's stuff to learn. It's hard. It's not easy. So I'll never get rid of this, because a few years from now, that little bit of money is going to be worth a lot more than $2.38. So, or the other one, XLM, 41 cents. I moved it onto my decent. Play Fortnite. I don't know what that means. That must be a game. So I learned that. And thank you, Crypto Dad, because I continue to watch Crypto Dad. He's a great teacher when it comes to these cold storage wallets. It's definitely his specialty. That's how he has built a huge subscriber base on his YouTube channel. This man knows what he's doing. And without his guidance in his videos, I would have never learned how to use these devices. And soon I'm getting a Trezor. That's something to learn. So I had to update the firmware on this, the large one, both of them, and this little one that I have. If you wait too long, you might not be able to upgrade the firmware. You might be forced to buy a new one, even if your cold storage wallets are working properly. You know? You don't want to do that unless you really have to. Selling XRP. I'm not going to sell my XRP. Like, people have a exit strategy. I'm not selling it. I'm going to hold on to that until I hear about, hopefully, it goes through, the no capital gain tax. And then I'll start selling if I want to sell some of it. I'm in it for the 4 digits, the 5 digits with XRP. And I'm also in it, and I have a lot to learn. I don't know it yet, but I'm learning. I want banks to pay me to use my XRP. And I have to learn more about that, and I will. So update the firmwares, because eventually you won't be able to. That's my exit plan with XRP. I would sell other cryptos before I sold my XRP. And because I have more of an understanding about other cryptos that I feel are not as valuable as XRP and XLM and Algorand, in my opinion. I know there are a couple of other ones out there that are very valuable, but I can't buy everything because I live in New York. So I hit it heavy with the ones I can buy. I want to hold out until someone pays me to use my XRP for liquidity. Then the RLUSD. I was listening to Zach Rector yesterday, and he was giving a class. I mean, he teaches people that watch him, his subscribers, that it comes to play the unstoppable domains, the blockchain domains I own. The RLUSD, I'm assuming, is going to be on the Ethereum blockchain. Well, that means we can move that crypto around with a lot less fees, fractions of pennies, instead of those super high Ethereum fees. That makes so much sense. So much sense. So somebody's on there. Oh, so you'll learn it. You can hear. I'm happy you can hear. And I will listen to it to see if I can hear myself. So I took a few notes, not to babble. I wanted to share that because this is big. I didn't realize that was going to happen. I have to keep this and I have to make sure that the seed phrase, and I know my pins by heart, I never lose them because I have a little bit of money on all the XRPs and XLMs that I moved. RC here. RC here. I forgot to mention Crypto Siege. I watch him. I go through waves and I catch up with him. He's another good one. He's really into it. So, you know what? It's not my first bull cycle, but the first time I lost money in the regular stock market, but I still gained. I didn't know what to do with it. I wasn't ready. I didn't have the time. I was teaching myself, and I still had to go out and work 60 hours a week. It was very hard for me to learn that. I'm grateful I got that experience under my belt, a bull run that you can sell when it's high, keep some of it and start over again and walk away with a profit. I get it. Lesson learned. I used to be RC driver. I don't know if you remember me. I'm sorry. The name is familiar, but it's really my second bull cycle. And I really don't want to sell my XRP. I have no desire to until the big bucks are coming in, or I'm getting paid for a bank to use it, or without using an intermediary, giving out loans. I was listening to that. Liquidity pools. You know, I have a lot to learn, but I'm learning. I'm listening. I'm learning. And that's the point. I have some XRP. Excellent. That's the only way to be. Let me share one more thing with you. Let me open it up. I mentioned that I owned many blockchain domains. I think someone's messing with me because I could tell. I did write back just in case I'm wrong. But when I opened up the email, I said, that's a screenshot. Someone's messing with me. But, you know, nasty people who are jealous or angry or bitter mess with people who are not like that. So let me show you that. I have some. I earned Bitcoin from gaining a referral here and there. And I use my Coinbase Visa debit card as crypto rewards. I don't own anything significant in Bitcoin, but it is accumulating a little at a time. I'm all for XRP and XLM and Algorand and a handful of other ones that I really don't feel like sharing with anyone right now. If people knew what I owned, they would be like, why didn't you share that with us? Well, you know, do your own homework, put your own time on the line, all the research, and put your own money on the line. Here you go. You see this? OpenSea. After I spoke about I owned blockchain domains, when you look at it on my screen, I feel that's a picture, that's a screenshot. A new offer has been placed on your NFT listings, and it claims it's this. So what I did was, I wrote back with, I'm brought to a blank page when I click the review button, which is true. It brought me to something else. They're promoting something else. When you hit translate to English, see, that looks like a screenshot. I could just tell by staring at it. You know, somebody's messing around. You see how clear it is, and over here, there's a big difference. Anyway, I think they were promoting something, and I really don't want to open an account. So I wrote, I'm brought to a blank page when I click the review button, review offer button. What NFT blockchain domain are you making an offer on? Thank you. People are screwed in the head. I'm going to mess with her. Okay. All right. But I could tell that seems like it's a screenshot. I don't think it's real. And I did write back and I haven't heard anything, but I'm not opening an account in some other bogus account, some website that I'm not familiar with. If it was a real legitimate offer, that would be in my OpenSea account, which is the first time in almost a year I've signed into. So it's time to start using that. Maybe I should list the ones I want to sell on OpenSea, because it's about smart contracts. They take a cut. They created themselves to be an intermediary. They're in the middle. Where smart contracts, you don't need any of that. It's person to person making a deal, no fees involved. Or the fraction of pennies that you would pay to move money around, digital money, crypto money. You know? Let me see what else. That's really all I had to say. I learned a lot. I wanted to share how I got to see the screen on this in a very dark room with my magnifying glasses on. These magnify very big compared to my other two pairs. And I was in darkness. And I had my phone and my laptop. And I got it. I moved that crypto, as you can see on the screenshot. I will always keep this now, because in a few years from now, that $2.38 might be worth, $500, $1,000 each, and I'll move it again. I couldn't get all of it off. And you can see they're all the same, because I had like, I think 500 in each wallet address, and I moved it to two of these. I have two. So, got to do it. You got to learn it. You got to do it to learn it. I don't follow airdrops. I did it in the beginning, the very beginning with Flare, and I got lucky, real lucky. And I was watching Crypto Siege. I'll never forget it. And I caught him live one day, and I was communicating in the chat. And all of a sudden, it just hit me that I did it right. That airdrop, I placed it on these ledgers, and my mother even got free XRP. And I did it in the nick of time that she didn't lose it, because it was going to expire. And there was a problem with the crypto websites like Coinbase, just to name one. There was many of them. They couldn't give a retail investor their airdrop winnings or earnings. But because I put it on a ledger, I had no problems. It was put on the ledger. Not understanding what I did at the time, but later on I went, wow, I didn't lose those airdrops. My mom got some free XRP, and so did I, because I placed them on the ledgers, but not understanding what I did at the moment. But I understand it now. I did receive an airdrop, but I don't chase those around. I would rather focus on building my websites and working and life. I mean, geez, you do everything yourself. This is time-consuming, learning all of this. In crypto, it's still the Wild West, like how the internet used to be. Absolutely, RC here. Is there any good airdrops? Just make sure you update the firmware on your hardware wallets from time to time. I said that in the beginning. You have to update the firmware. That's what Crypto Dad said too. I just said that in the beginning of the video. I learned that from Crypto Dad, because he was saying if you wait too long, then you got to buy a new device, and you have to put in your seed phrase, and you have to start over and update the firmware, and then you have new firmware. See, that's what I asked about that. I don't want to even give them shout outs, because I was so upset about that, but it was a learning curve. And I'm very grateful I got my XRP and the other crypto I had on there off of that. I was very upset about that. Tangum Ring. Crypto Dad is awesome. Absolutely. No question about it. I'm going to scroll back here. Altcoins. I have some SHIB that I left there. Young 516. I'm not going to touch it. Maybe someday it'll hit 60 or 70 cents. I'll cash out. I'm hoping. I bought it for like a fraction of a penny. I spent $50 and I left it there. And that was going a while ago, like a year or two ago. Same thing with Dogecoin. I only have a handful. The other cryptos I own offer utility. I just don't want to get too deep into it, because I do own things that people are not aware of. Okay, somebody's really into the Fortnite. I'll look that up. I have no idea. No idea. International paper. We still can't hear you. It's only video, but someone's seeing it. You're muted. No, I'm not. But thank you. Because somebody said awesome before that. Hi. Can I get a shout out? But I will take a look. So if it is, Crypto data is awesome. So that's it. That's it for today. Before I headed out, I wanted to share with people what I just went through. This is a part of the learning curve. You are your own central bank. You protect your utility crypto, even other cryptos. Well, all the ones, pretty much all the crypto I own, except for that Shibi one and a little bit of Doge. It's all the utility for me. I've been pretty lucky with that. And I own more than I thought. When you start, I was just going for it. I was buying it using crypto, Coinbase and Gemini. I'm a big Gemini user too. I should put that link in the description below. And soon, I got their credit card. When I know I could pay the credit card off monthly, I'm going to start using that one too. You can receive crypto back. And they have a credit card too. I'm just not up to there yet. I will start using that. I got one and I lost it. I don't know what I did with it. I was like, did I throw it away? It was last year. I was like, did I do that? Did I do that? And then they sent me another one because I want to have it on auto pay, that if I forget to pay it, it automatically takes it out of my checking account because their fees are really high, their credit card fees. However, if you pay it off each month, you can receive crypto back in return like I do when I use the Coinbase Visa debit card. The difference is, for me, the Gemini credit card is a credit card. It's not a debit card, it's a credit card. There's a big difference. I add money to my Coinbase Visa debit card and I spend it. I don't leave money on my card. I know I'm going to get gas. I transfer $25, $30. I go get gas. I spend it. I know I'm going to go food shopping. I transfer $75 or $100 and I spend it. I don't leave money on that card. It's a debit card. Utility and market cap is important when buying a coin. Yes, and I'm learning that too. I've been reading inside Coinbase constantly, almost daily. Learning about the different cryptos, just signing in and reading it and saying it over and over and over again. And the channels. I'll start off with Digital Perspectives. He loves breaking down, the market cap, you say, in crypto. How it's high and low. And you start getting used to what they're saying, that you understand what they're talking about. You get it. It's all a learning curve, baby steps, just like a job. You go to a job, you don't know what the heck you're doing. You continue to get better and better, but you're working for someone else so they can live the life that you want. Nothing wrong with working for a paycheck, but always have a backup plan of your own, that if you lost your job, you won't freak. And I've been in those shoes. Making a change. If I don't get another job, I don't have money coming in. I'm glad those days are over. And I'm glad I did what I did when I did it. And I would never want to go back to that. That's a horrible way of living. Money. I know money don't buy happiness, but money buys comfort. Money buys peace of mind. You don't need a lot. And as I get older, I realize I don't need anything super huge, super big. Anything I own, I'm going to own outright. Anything I own will be top of the line. I don't know if I want an extra large house with 5 or 6 bedrooms and 4 baths. What do I need that for? To me, I have 2, smoking baths. A few rooms in a roomy house. Maybe something a little larger than my mom. I don't need a basement. I'd love to skip the basement and have more garage space. Have a den. Like a miscellaneous room that you do anything you want in it. No need to live above your means, but I feel I would be living above my means if I was able to buy anything I wanted when I wanted, whether it's on sale or not. I'm not saying just throw money out the window, but you know what I mean. Not worry about money and get what I want when I want it. To me, that's living above my means. I mean, I'm going to be like, I'm going to feel like a princess. That's how I see it. Money does buy comfort, and money does buy peace of mind, and money, where I live in the United States, in New York, money buys great health insurance too. Anyway, that's okay. So, all is good. I mean, life's going to be very different. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So, Wow. Held for review. Oh, I have some keywords. Wow. Well, I'm sorry you're so unhappy. I don't know what else to say. You know, I've never done that to anyone, so I'm sorry that you're so miserable that you want to come out and do that to someone. That's okay. Eventually, I'll get smart and with the moderators and blocking things, all in due time. And I will have the time to perfect my skills and get better and use the StreamYard and, you know, but I look forward to that comfortable, lavish lifestyle, in my opinion. You know, I want simplicity now. I want easy, comfortable living. You know, I don't want to have bad debt. I lived without, so when the time comes and I buy a house, if that's the route I go down, I might want to live in, you know, maybe a townhome area that has a gated community with a lot of amenities and be able to afford it. A lavish, comfortable lifestyle. Just on a smaller, I don't need an extra large house. The older you get to realize, the less you really need, you know. And I don't want the responsibility unless I can afford everything. You know I deliver right now and food delivery and, you know, delivering packages and stuff like that. The people who have really, you know, live in expensive homes in my area, we'll say 2, 3, 4, you know, up to like 8 million. There are homes that are worth more than that around here, but I say an average $1 million house on the South Shore, 1.5 million. They actually pay people to take care of all their landscaping. They have a lot of property. They actually pay people to come and water their plants and everything. There's trucks. It's a business. And they water people's plants and take care of their yards. Well, I would like to be able to afford that because one person can't take care of all of that unless the area is really small. And you're talking a nice piece of property, being able to afford that beautiful landscaping and the trees and the bushes and the grass, well, that takes a lot of work to take care of. You want beauty when you look out your window in the morning, when you have your first sip of cup of coffee, when you're sitting in your spare room, when you're looking out your living room window, when you're hanging out in your garage and you're looking out the door. You want to see all that beauty on your own property. Well, that takes money to have that. So that's that. So the Amish get by just fine. And you know what? Recently, I've been coming across this Amish woman that cooks. And I think she left the Amish. She's very good. I forget her name. I'll look at her name next time and give her a shout out. But she cooks old school recipes. And she makes it look so easy. She's very good. And she wears the outfit and everything, but she was raised Amish. And she knows all those old school recipes. She's a no frills kind of channel. She has a lot of followers and subscribers. It's because she knows how to cook. She knows how to bake. She knows the deal. She's good at what she does. Someone's got to be good at it. So I'll hide that. What am I? I think I put it there, but that's okay. Let me see again. I'll get better. See what the person wrote? Stay happy or try to figure out how to be happy. Figure out how to be happy. Okay, guys. I have my coffees made. Everything ready to go. And I'm going to get out there and earn some modest income today, and I'm going to take tomorrow off because I can. I can do that. So, happy dashing. I don't dash. I'm going to Spark, maybe Shipt, and I might squeeze in a few Ubers and Grubhubs just to keep them active. I haven't completed an Uber Eats in at least 3 weeks. So, that's that. Okay, everybody? And to the people who watch later on, I hope you learned something from my experience with all of this. And to the unhappy person, I own a lot more utility crypto than I thought. So you could call me any name in the book. Oh, and by the way, I now own Ripple. I have a little piece of Ripple. An average person like me, er, an average person like me owns a little piece of Ripple. I'm very proud of that. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.